What's up, guys? So I get a lot of questions about how I tattoo, why I tattoo that way, and hopefully I'll be able to answer most of you guys' questions in today's video. Now, today's video is just about line work, so we won't be getting into shading or anything like that. But if you're new to tattooing, hopefully you can learn something from this video, okay? So let's start. What is a line? A line is a medium connecting one point to another point. In our case, that is tattoo ink. It's tattoo ink that will be connecting one point to another point. Okay? It could be straight, it could be curved, it could be zigzag, but at the end of the day, it's a medium connecting one dot to another dot. Okay? Now, there are no rules in tattooing. Tattooing is an art form. Okay? But in general, what makes good line work is two things. One, it's readable, and two, it's appealing to the eye. Both of these points are subjected to the viewer, but for most people, they can tell the difference between a novice and a professional because the professional's ability to translate his intention onto the skin using consistency. So he has consistency in his line work, and that's why most people can tell the difference. Okay? Consistency is made with three different factors when you are tattooing lines. Okay? One, your depth. Two, your hand speed. And three, your voltage. Line work is closer to painting than it is to drawing. Because to be a painter, you have to be a lot more fluid than a sketcher. Okay? You might not have depth when you're painting because you're painting on a flat surface. You might not have a voltage, but your hand speed and your fluidity has a lot to do with how consistent that line is going to be when you are a painter. So a painter is going to have a lot easier transition into tattooing than, say, a sketcher like myself. Okay? Now, so we just went over how fluid you are will determine how consistent your line work is. And being fluid in tattooing is the relationship between those three factors that I pointed out to you: the needle depth, the hand speed, and your voltage. Okay? If those three things are not in harmony, then your line work will be out of whack. Okay? You can get good line work at any needle depth, any hand speed, and any voltage. But if those three things are not in harmony, then your line work is not going to be consistent. Okay? Now, that being said, that means for every artist, they're going to have a different hand speed, voltage, and needle depth. For me, I'm going to be sharing with you my needle depth, hand speed, and voltage. But my recommendation to you is that whoever you're apprenticing under, to follow their speed. Don't reinvent the wheel. And then once you've learned the harmony between those three factors, after you've experienced a little bit, you can then change the needle depth and hand speed and voltage to your comfortability level. Just remember that when you change one factor, you'll have to change all three to keep them all in harmony. Okay? Now, before we get into actual tattooing, just for you to know, there are three different kinds of lines. There is blunt to blunt, trail to trail, and blunt to trail. Okay? The blunt to blunt, you'll see a lot in like traditional type work, and the trail to trail and blunt to trail, you'll see in more realistic type artwork. I tend to lean more towards these two because I do more realistic kind of work. Okay, so we're gonna get into tattooing, and I'll talk to you after. All right, so I really tried to clean off this fake skin for you guys, but if you have fake skin, then you know just how hard that can be. So we're just gonna work with it dirty here. So if you're curious, I'm using a 7-round liner today. We're going to start with this nice circle we have here. And my voltage is 9 volts. So something important to notice here is that sometimes the needle doesn't always land where you need it to be. That's when you have to use artistic judgment to keep your lines more consistent. You may have a stencil that's messed up. You may get bumped or something. But the main thing is to keep your lines consistent. And try to clean this off for you guys. But this fake skin is a pain in the butt. Does not like to get clean at all. But it's pretty close to real skin, I can say. It's not bad. So let me tell you something here. Here's one more component. This is fake skin. you do not have the ability to stretch on fake skin. If you can get lines this straight on fake skin, you will have absolutely no problem getting straight lines on real skin. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. These fake skins are great for practice. I'll try to put some in the description for you guys. If you have not already, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video, where I'll be giving 3 tips to perfect your line work during the line work process. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.